For example, let's copy the sentence containing this word, and I want to show you something. So now after that, if I go to another thing, for example, another application, this is the Obsidian application, which I use for my note-taking process. And if I paste that, you can see, unfortunately, it is not going to paste that in a beautiful manner. And also let me paste that in another thing, another application, so that you can see the real problem. Now, if I paste that, you can see, unfortunately, we have some weird characters between these words. And at the time of recording, at least at the time of recording, I mean, at least in this current version of the Lute application, which I'm using, this is a kind of bug which I'm facing, and it is pasting these stuff, and it's copying and pasting these stuff in a wrong manner. So in order to fix that, first of all, we need to know where the Lute application is located on our computer. And I've talked about this, I mean, how to know where the Lute application is located on your computer in previous videos, but now let's review that again. So in order to do so, you should search for, ideally, on the search of Windows, and you should click on this. And after that, in this window, you should simply type import Lute, and you should press enter. And here you should simply type print, and inside these parentheses, you should simply type Lute dot underline underline file underline underline. That's it. And here you should press enter, and you should copy only this part of the path. That's it. I copy that, and I paste it here, and I press enter. So this is the folder which the Lute application is located on our computer. And now I should go to this static folder, and then I should go to JS folder, and I should open this file, I mean lute.js, with Notepad. So I right click on it, and I want to open it with Notepad. And here I should scroll down until I see something called copy text to clipboard or something like this. I need to scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Yes, exactly here. As you can see, there is a function called copy text to clipboard. And now in order to fix that problem that we had with copying and pasting, the only thing that you need to do is to replace this one line of code. So let's delete this line of code, this one line of code, with another thing. So I want to replace that with this code, which I'll put that in the description below. So I will replace that one line with this one. And after that, I press Ctrl S on my keyboard in order to save this. I myself want to add another shortcut, which is V. And for example, as soon as I press the V button on my keyboard, I want to copy the word itself, not the sentence, not the paragraph. I want to copy the word itself. And in order to add that functionality, we need to add two other things. So here, as you can see, this function is called copy text to clipboard, and the above one is called handle copy. And above this, let me add something else. So I put my cursor here, and I press enter on my keyboard. I press enter on my keyboard to have some spaces. And here I want to add another code, which is this one, and I'll put this code in the description below. So I will copy this piece of code, and I paste it here, and I press Ctrl S on my keyboard in order to save this code. So this was one of the things which I needed to add to this code, but also I should add another thing as well to add this functionality. And in order to do so, I should just scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. And there it is. These are the keyboard shortcuts. And now here I scroll down, and for example, I put my cursor here, and I press enter, and once again enter, and once again enter, in order to have some spaces. And here I want to paste another piece of code, which I'll put in the description below. So this is my code. I copy that, and I paste it here. So, and also let's align this with this one by pressing some spaces. That's it. So they are aligned. Anyway, so this is the piece of code that we need to add. That's it. And now you should press Ctrl S on your keyboard. We don't need the notepad anymore. So let's close it. And now we need to close this command window because as you can see, the Lute application is running. So we need to close the Lute application completely. So I should close this. And once again, I should open this command window. And by the way, I've talked about how to open this command window and how to work with it in previous videos. Anyway, so here simply type python -m lute.main. That's it. And I press enter. And now as you can see, the Lute application is running. So I go here and I press F5 on my keyboard in order to refresh this page. And now the problem is fixed. Now, if I copy this sentence, and for example, if I go to this app and I press Ctrl V in order to paste that, and also if I paste that text here, you can see now we don't have any problem. Also, we have added that other functionality which I talked about earlier. For example, if I hover my mouse over this word and if I press V on my keyboard, you can see the word itself has been copied. By the way, I should mention that if you reinstall this application, if you uninstall this application and install it again, or if you update this application, those changes that you have made in this application, in these folders and in these files are going to be evaporated. So if you want to keep them, you should make a copy of these files and later on do the same thing again. And by the way, the other funny solution is to not update or reinstall this application, which is not a good thing, but that's another solution as well, but it's a funny solution and it's not a good solution. And here are 2 videos which I suggest you to watch as well. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this.